The emotions are at their highest. We're about to get this one underway. 3 points separating two drivers. But remember, 36 trucks on the racetrack. We've got to get them underway. I want to send it over to a Waltrip. I think it's only fitting to get this one underway.
You mean my she bangs, she moves is finally gaining some momentum?
No. What is that?
She bangs, she moves.
She be quiet.
Yeah, good.
How about another Waltrip?
Oh, not him.
Well, let's go with him.
Let me try it. Let me try. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Lay it on the line, boys.
Look at this. Kevin Harvick to the inside. Right as the green flag flies, he tries to take over the lead before they get to turn one.
And does it. Drives by Mike Skinner.
What a great start by Kevin Harvick. He was about a truck length, off the back of Skinner. When they threw the green, he had timed it perfectly and drove to the inside.
That truck's got that Atlanta look to it, boys.
2 and 3 wide as they go down the backstretch and into turn 3 and 4.
Boy, look at Skinner. He just he drove in way hard, and he got in the gas, and the thing took off with him.
3 wide behind him.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Johnny Benson is trapped down on the inside of the racetrack. We know how dangerous that is. It's hard to get grip down there.
I'm just anxious to see how Johnny's truck's going to perform after that practice session last night. I know they qualified pretty good, but oh boy, is it good enough to race?
Boy, Darrell, that qualifying lap gave us hope. You know, we've said Hornaday is going to be tough to beat tonight. We thought after qualifying maybe Johnny did indeed have a truck to go race Ron with. I'm like you, it'll be interesting to watch these first few laps to see if Johnny does have the momentum he needs.
Timothy Peters going to try to move by on the outside.
By the way, that was my spotlight driver, if y'all had asked me, the 17 truck.
Johnny Benson.
You like that number.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
A few spots. Benson again started up in the 8th spot. He's already back to 12th now.
I think he's okay. I think he's okay, though. He just, you get trapped down on the bottom like he did, you're going to lose a couple spots. He made a mistake last week. He's going to make darn sure he doesn't make one early in this race.
And that's typical Johnny Benson. He's going to fall back a little bit. He's going to get comfortable. That's a big thing about tonight. Get yourself comfortable. Get yourself in a position where you feel like you can't get any trouble if anything happens.
And look, he's already moving back forward. He got on the inside of Peters. The 09 truck of Travis Quapple is going to hold up his momentum, though. But I like the way that truck's looking right now. He's down on the bottom. It looks like he's handling good. I believe he's got something for him tonight.
Yeah, I do too. I think that outside groove looks pretty good as well. But Johnny made some good time on the inside, but he's going to try to have to fall in line now in front of that 8 of Chad McCumbee.
Michael, you've been on this racetrack. You know about the track. What's it like when you get that thing way up high against that wall? Is there a lot of grip up there?
There's a ton of grip up there, but it's a little rougher right out next to the wall than it is through the middle of the track or even a width off that wall. So you have to have your stuff under control. If you make that run to the high side, make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra room so when you hit those bumps and your truck wants to jump up to the right, which it will want to do, you've got room for it to do so.
Yeah, when they're riding on the bump stops the way they do, I mean, it doesn't take much to upset these things and get them to push the nose into the wall.
Johnny made a nice move to get around that 17 of Timothy Peters. Kevin Harvick, meanwhile, our leader is just driving away right on the top of the racetrack.
Over a second lead right now, Kevin Harvick has over Mike Skinner. Again, mired back there a little bit further is that 23 of Johnny Benson. What's going on, Adam?
Trouble off 4.
Completely quiet on the radio is the situation for Johnny Benson. He's dropped back to 13th, and now we have our first caution of the night.
Yeah, it's Ryan Hackett that got turned around coming out of turn 4. And so that brings out the first caution of the night. Everybody take a deep breath. We've had a few laps of racing. You can all catch your breath now.
What, do you listen to the scanner of all these guys?
You sound like a spotter, Rick.
Yeah, the only other thing that Ron wants to know is, where's Johnny? Where's Johnny?
We had only completed 4 laps of racing. This one coming out on lap 5. The caution. Ron running 4th. Again, started in that 4th spot. Everyone's going to fall in line. Obviously, way too early to come onto pit road, but now at least they're going to find out where everyone is running on the racetrack. Again, Johnny Benson back there in the 12th spot. Kevin Harvick is leading. Rick Wren, well, he's going to take a deep breath too. Well, let's hope nobody gets diagonal again like we had the 76 get a little bit cockeyed when he came out of turn 4.
Be ready. He's going to go slow. Be ready. Green flag, green flag.
Back to racing action. Green flag in the air. Kevin Harvick leads Mike Skinner, Ron Hornaday, Eric Darnell, and Dennis Setzer into turn 1.
This will be interesting. You got Hornaday right up on Skinner and his teammate.
Watch his 51 truck, Mike.
Oh,
wow.
He was going to make it 4 wide there for a moment.
Well, he made it 3.5 wide.
Battle for the lead right now. Skinner moves to the inside of Harvick.
Here comes Harvick. Look at him charge back in turn 3, and now Skinner drifts up the track. Watch out. Here comes Hornaday.
Watch this. This is a ploy to get him 5 points. I guarantee you. Look at Harvick. He slows down. He's on the inside. The next time by, Hornaday can get those 5 points, but Skinner says, I'm taking you 3 wide.
Well, Skinner was the one that kept him from doing it.
And they showed on our monitor just moments ago that Hornaday was in front, but it wasn't. It was Kevin Harvick that stayed up front. So Hornaday still doesn't have those 5 bonus points.
He's fixing to get them, though.
Just that Chevrolet just a little too strong down that back straightaway. Man, he pulled Skinner a couple of car lengths going into 3.
And remember now, Skinner is Johnny Benson's teammate, so he has a reason to keep Hornaday back.
But remember last week when Hornaday was trying to lead the race to get 5 points and he got in trouble? Boy, don't let that happen tonight.
He just got it. The 5 bonus points just went to Ron Hornaday for leading a lap.
So the point lead, as they run now, which I hate, belongs to Ron Hornaday. He's 2 points ahead right this minute.
By 2.
Chris Devoto.
Well, trust me, guys, the entire 2 team very cognizant of those 5 points. Kevin Harvick had just gotten on the radio before that lap and said, we got to get him his 5. After Hornaday crossed the line first, the team got on the radio and said, he's got him. He's got his 5. All the crew guys in the 2 pit pumped their fists in the air. Adam?
And there may have been some anxious moments down there when they were racing Mike Skinner if they had known the pole sitter loose in the early part of this race. In fact, after he was battling for the lead a moment ago, as you were speaking, Krista, you saw him get sideways, and now he's fallen behind Colin Brown, dropping back to the back end of the top 5, Ray.
And Adam, Eric Darnell moves that number 99 up to 3rd, and he just talked to his crew chief just a moment ago on the radio. They asked him, how is your truck? He said it is absolutely perfect. So keep your eye on the Northern Tool Ford. He may be charging to the front.
You know, Adam was talking about how loose that 5 truck of Mike Skinner was when Hornaday was battling just a couple moments ago. Right after Hornaday was able to get by that 5 truck, Skinner had a handful. Watch him now. Eric Darnell pulls to the outside, just pulls the back of that truck right around.
Well, that was the thing that was scaring me about, you know, with Harvick and those guys up there trying to let him get those 5 points. They're 2 and 3 wide up there. That's, you know, these trucks get really loose.
Watch
this cat.
Watch Kyle Busch. He sees a hole.
Hello.
There's a hole there. Golly, what a job he did splitting those trucks.
Wide.
He
4 wide.
He passed 4 trucks within 100 yards.
And right now, Kevin Harvick, it looks as though was trying to hold off that 99 of Eric Darnell.
Well, right now at this point in the race, Hornaday's got those 5 points. He's leading the race, but that truck's not good. He's holding up Harvick. He's holding up Eric Darnell, but Harvick knows every lap that Ron leads, that's a chance for him to lead the most laps. So a patient race car driver is Kevin Harvick right now. He's sitting there watching his truck lead. He knows that truck isn't as good as he needs it to be. And if anybody's calling him on the radio, JB, Johnny Benson, is back inside the top 10 and is coming toward the front.
Well, I know Kevin Harvick is trying to help him and protect him, but I don't like when you get somebody that much up under me and that truck's not handling all that good anyway. Man, that thing could snap loose.
But you can see right there on the left side of your screen, Harvick's riding around the outside. Darnell can't make any ground on the bottom with Harvick, and meanwhile, Ron's able to separate himself a little bit from those 2.
And we had seen on the right side of the screen Kyle Busch charging toward the front. Now it looks as though he's kind of plateauing a little bit in the position that he's in, just behind that 30 of Todd Bodine.
What did Kevin Harvick say in the pre-race show? Would you pull over and let Ron go by if it meant winning the championship? It is the last race.
It is the last race.
Well, this is setting up to be a good last race, too. Ron Hornaday just good enough to stay ahead of his teammate and run the lead, but Johnny Benson looks like he's got a strong truck back in the 8th spot.
There's only been 2 trucks that have been in front of this field. The 2 of Kevin Harvick and now the 33 of Ron Hornaday. 7 laps led for Hornaday, 9 laps led for Harvick.